Hi everyone, my name is Andrew McBride. This is Hut Brewing Company. Me and my brother-in-law set up Hut in 2017. So we're based in Kilkeel, County Down. Beautiful part of the country, based just at the foot of the mountains at one side, and then you turn around and you've got the sea to your other side. We took the notion to install a permanent tap room, built in mind just keeping it very basic. It was all done by ourselves. We done it all in-house. We want to be able to open it up at the weekends, maybe have pizza and get some of our beer nice and fresh. Running a brewery in Northern Ireland is a pretty tough gig, I have to say. If we had known what we know now, would we have went ahead with it? Probably, yeah. It's definitely still a growing scene over here, but it's definitely, the struggles are real, generally down to the liquor laws, the licensing laws, which we hope is going to be changing very, very soon. And that will allow us to open the doors, invite people in and, you know, drink our beer. We set up shop in 2017. The first year of our existence, we were working out of a tiny little hut, so beer hut, as it were. And then we quickly moved from the hut to the garage. It has since moved from the garage down to where we are now. So come on, I'll take you through, we can have a look at the brewery. So here we are. So yeah, we brewed out of these tanks for quite some time, to be honest with you. We brewed most of our beer, so that gives you an idea of the scale of how small our operation was at one stage. We still have them, we still brew into them, but we bought these tanks last year. So at the moment we have our two core beers. We've got our core pale and our core IPA chugging away nicely here at the minute. They look pretty happy to me. We just dry hopped the IPA this morning, so it'll be getting canned at some stage next week, and it's tasting pretty good. Just me here in the brewery, yeah. Took it on full time. A big jump was the right thing to do, and now that there's hands on the ground on a daily basis, we can definitely see the results of that. The biggest challenge for us running our brewery was trying to hold down a full-time job and run a brewery at the same time. So we were brewing on a weekend, and then we packaged those beers in the evenings through the week. So it was pretty full on. We both had young families, and it's very, very difficult to balance the time between family life, holding down our jobs, and then getting in here and building a brand. We get amazing local support. We have a very loyal customer base in our area, and they always buy our beer, and they have done since the day and hour that we put the first bottle onto the shelf in the local off sales in Kilkeel Wine Market. Most recently, we've been trying to dip our toe into getting beer into the mainland, Scotland, England, and we've been selling beer or getting our product into the Republic of Ireland as well. So yeah, getting a brand that people want to lift, and then B, making sure that the liquid that's in the can will bring them back again. Yeah. We do that all in-house ourselves. So we design the labels, and then we put them all onto the cans ourselves as well, individually, one at a time. So it's pretty laborious, I must say. I have many conversations with myself through the day. I fall out with myself, and then I make up again before I leave every day. Never leave without making up. So I'm going to take you through to the tap room again. We'll set out a couple of beers that we're going to taste. So, welcome to our tap room. This is where we hope to have many of our followers come and drink our beer fresh on site someday. Yeah, so to date we've brewed 52 beers, I think. We never brewed core beers before. Our main focus was on the specials, which, you know, it really excites us to brew with many different ingredients, different grains, hops, yeast, playing about with the water. It just produces so many different results. So we wanted to have a staple, a go-to beer that people would want and they know what they're getting. And we decided to go with an IPA, a session IPA and a pale ale. So we'll start with the session IPA. We'll get this cracked open. This was the first beer that we introduced into our core range. Yeah, and it's turned out, yeah, we're pretty happy with it, I have to say. So it pours a nice, bright and hazy colour. Yeah, I mean it's nice and bright and juicy. It has all the characteristics of a pale. The Citra hops really shine through, obviously bringing citrus notes to the fore. And then we like Chinook, which is probably one of the most underrated hops in my opinion. And that adds a little touch of pine and resin to the aroma, which all follow through onto the palate as well. We brewed a session beer because we wanted a beer that was an easy go-to beer, low ABV. It's only 3.9%, and it's just an easy drinking beer, and that's what we really wanted. It's a beer that somebody's going to lift, maybe I don't know, a 6-pack, and fill their fridge with it. It's one of those beers that when you come home from a long day after work and you crack into it, it's just easy drinking. I would say it's a medium-bodied beer, which it should be for the ABV. It's not too heavy. We keep the grain bill fairly simple for these beers. We've used extra pale as our base, and then we've used flaked oats. The body and some of the haze is attributed from the oats that we use. And also from the dry hopping as well. So we really wanted to create something that was going to be consistent. So whenever somebody knows they're lifting a can of Beer Hut session IPA, they know what they're getting. They're getting consistency. They're getting an easy go-to beer. It's just crushable, really. So there you have it. That's our session IPA. It's light, easy drinking, and delicious. Thanks very much for tuning in. Cheers. And cheers to Beer 52 and everyone at home.